Hi there, Jeffrey Rhoades from Experimental Homesteader, Exotic Gardening, and Sheri on Richerson.com. Please subscribe, hit that join button, join our membership. Well, it was a long day, in part because today was Country Music Day. Makes it rough at work, at least for me.
You don't even get to talk about honky donk badonk anymore.
No, because that one's not played on the radio station.
Aren't you lucky?
Boot Scoot Boogie played.
Oh boy. Was you doing the Boot Scoot Boogie?
No.
You was missing out.
They also played Elvira.
Oh boy, I bet you was dancing along to that one.
No, not dancing. Singing, but not dancing. Oh, yeah. I'm not a big fan of country music, but there are a few songs that I do. And the radio station does play some stuff from the 80s. And, 80s country, almost. There's some songs in there that... but
think about all the people that were so excited for that.
Yeah, there's always been a country station. They've never gotten rid of country stations when we voted for things, because they've had us vote for radio stations. And there's always a country station. At least one day a week we get country music. But at least it's not the station that they played before. That was basically, today's country and, modern stuff that they had on like a 3-hour loop. So it was the same songs every 3 to 4 hours. But I managed to get the shelves done. There was about 500 shelves today, so because I had 112 shelves from the mill. It was a full cart. That's the exact number that the cart will hold, is 112. One more and they wouldn't have been able to turn the cart on for me, because there'd be too many parts for the cart. But got the shelves done, got the floors done. Didn't quite finish everything. I built the spin shelves. I just didn't box them up. The boxes that I like, we were out of them. So I put an order in. So maybe they'll get resupplied tomorrow morning, and I'll be able to get some more of those boxes. Otherwise, I'll have to use an alternative box that's deeper. It'll take more paper. It's still usable and everything. It's just, it's got a lot more space to it than what I really need for these. So, I am glad that I'm not working in the mill right now. The mill is in bad shape. They have a lot of stuff that's a lot of shorts, a lot of stuff that they're having to produce multiple times for various reasons. Several of the guys have been working 14 to 16 hour days trying to get everything accomplished. I'm not entirely sure just what has gone haywire in the mill, but it's bad. So hopefully they will be able to get things straightened out eventually, and because hopefully it won't affect me as much So far, it hasn't really. I haven't had a lot of issue with stuff coming from the mill, causing
until
back
they
orders.
figure out and remember that you know how to work in the mill, and they say, Jeff, when you get done with the backs and shelves and floors, you need to come on over here and help us in the mill.
Yeah. Actually, several people do know that I used to work there,
Shh.
including the supervisor for the mill.
Uh-oh.
But they haven't.
You're going to be in trouble now.
No. He's just working his people to death. There's several of them that are getting frustrated with the amount of hours and are contemplating quitting, finding a different job, which is just going to put more strain on those that are left. So, but that's one of the problems that. But I did notice they got some new carts in today. They were one of the people was putting labels on the slots for the carts. So they've got some new mill carts, which gives them more, so they have more space to put product. And so hopefully that will help them as well, that they'll be able to, rotate stuff a little quicker and easier. So, but, it's work. I'm hoping tomorrow will be a halfway decent day. It's Friday finally, and maybe things will be a little less hectic. This morning was just a mess. When they picked my shelves, they're not using common sense. They're not thinking these things through. Because instead of putting one size, like the base 18s or the base 24s, which there were quite a few of, if they put those on a pallet, that had more room on the carts to put the rest of the shelves. Because they filled up both carts, didn't have enough room. Well, then they got a door cart from miscellaneous and put the rest of the shelves on that cart. Wrong type of cart to begin with. It was also the miscellaneous cart, which is not mine, is not for my use, and they needed it fairly early this morning. So I had to figure out and rearrange stuff and put shelves in random spots on my carts to clear that cart off of my stuff so that they could have it back so they could use it. So I had, kind of a heck of a time this morning and then through the day of finding the shelves I needed, because they weren't in the standard order that they normally are. Most of the time they're picked in a specific pattern, and so I can look at the ticket, see what size shelf I need, turn, and know exactly which cart and where it's going to be, pretty much. But today it was, random. I mean, not entirely, but part of it was just, parts in weird spots. So it delayed my getting started this morning. And then, I had some carryover that I had to deal with, and, had to rearrange some stuff and move this and that. And so the day just was not a efficiently productive day. So I'm hoping tomorrow will be a little better. I'm hoping that they, can figure out what they're doing with the pick. between the shelves not being picked or being picked and just, made a mess of. And the fact that one of my little nitpicks that that I haven't had a chance to really address yet is that they're not lining up the banding on the shelves on the cart to make it easier for me and easier to make sure that there's no damage on the shelves, or at least reduce the amount of damaged parts. So, I'm having to inspect a little more, spend a little more time on some of the shelves, checking them out to make sure that the banding is right. I had a couple of parts today that had no banding on them. So they weren't usable. I had to put them on my scrap cart and replace them with, luckily I had a couple of the same size on my restock cart that still hasn't been restocked. But, oh well. Hopefully things will start getting better. Hopefully I get a chance to address a couple of the issues that I have and get people on the same page as me. So, but we'll see. Anyways, please subscribe. Give us thumbs up, thumbs down, comments below. We'll see everybody tomorrow. Stay safe out there.